present here. With His Holiness Jagat Guru Padma Bhushana Shri Dr. Balagangadharanatha Mahaswamiji, Shri Dr. Nirmalanandanatha Mahaswamiji, President of Adi Chanchanagiri Shikshana Trust, Shri Dr. Prakashnath Swamiji, Managing Director of BGS and SJV Group of Institutions, Principal Dr. Malini Datta Ma'am, Vice Principal Savita Suvarna Ma'am, and our esteemed chief guest for the day, Shri Avinash Narayana Swami, coordinators, teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Maitri,
and I, Sanjana,
cordially welcome you all as we gather here on the occasion of World Environment Day.
It's a mark of our tradition to invoke the blessings of the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. So to start with, I call upon the school choir for the invocation song.
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Before we proceed further, we'll begin with the traditional ceremony of lamp lighting. It represents hope, wisdom, and dispels the darkness. So I kindly call upon our Honorable Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, and our esteemed chief guest for the day for the lamp lighting and the Pushparshana ceremony.
Thank you for the divine start of this event. We would like to extend a very warm welcome to everybody gathered here to celebrate the manifestation of nature and the infinite beautiful form known to us as the environment. I call upon Anupama ma'am to formally welcome the guest.
Jai Shri Gurudev, seeking the divine blessings of Shri 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 Dr. Balagangadharnath Mahaswamiji, His Holiness Jagat Guru Shri 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 Dr. Nirmalanandanath Mahaswamiji, Shri Shri Dr. Prakashnath Swamiji, Managing Director, BGS Group of Institutions and Hospitals, I, Anupama, stand here to welcome one and all present here. It's my great honor and privilege to welcome you all here today for this special occasion. We are gathered to celebrate and be inspired by the remarkable achievements and contributions of our esteemed guest, Rotarian Mr. Avinash Narayana Swami. Mr. Avinash is a social volunteer, philanthropist, adventurer and traveler who navigates academia with rigor while serving the community with unwavering passion. His multifaceted contributions and tireless efforts have earned him numerous prestigious awards including Manikya Ratna Award, Green Pronner, Go Green Award, Samaj Seva Ratna Award and Chanakya Award. In addition to these accolades, Mr. Avinash's innovation and commitment to sustainability are evident in his industrial design patent for the rainwater harvesting device for vehicles. This groundbreaking invention is a testament to his dedication to environmental conservation and his inventive spirit. Mr. Avinash's influence extends beyond local and national boundaries. He served as an observer at the United Nations Conference of Paris in Madrid and participated in 2041 Climate Force Expedition to Antarctica. These experiences highlight his global perspective and his commitment to addressing pressing environmental challenges. Today, we have the unique opportunity to hear from Mr. Avinash himself. His journey as a philanthropist, adventurer, academician is filled with inspiring stories and valuable insights that promise to leave a lasting impact on all of us. I would like to express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Avinash for taking the time to join us and share his experience. Your presence here today is a source of inspiration and motivation for everyone in this room. Let us all extend a warm welcome to Mr. Avinash Narayana Swami. I request respected Principal Ma'am to honor our guest. Welcome, sir. today to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. Malini M. Datta. Dr. Malini ma'am has achieved unparalleled success in her career, holding double PhDs and double gold medals, and is currently pursuing her DLED from California University. She has represented India at UN and UNESCO forums on sustainable development goals, presenting papers in over 47 countries, including the University of Virginia. She is one of only 9 Indians licensed to speak at United Nations, a testament to her profound knowledge and international respect. Her expertise spans roles as a CBSE resource person, trainer, mentor, head examiner, author, national player, and English newsreader. She is a proud recipient of Shiksha Bhushan Award. Recently, ma'am was honored with GSLC EduBeacon Award 2023-24 for her inspirational leadership in education. Welcome, ma'am. Next, we have with us our respected Vice Principal, ma'am, Srimati Savita Suvarna, known for her calm and composed demeanor, embodying the essence of simplicity and grace in everything she does. Her approach to teaching is not just imparting knowledge, but about inspiring and nurturing her students with patience and understanding. Welcome, ma'am. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the dedicated teachers and students. You are the change makers of tomorrow. Welcome, welcome one and all.
Thank you, Anupama ma'am, for the welcome address. When we celebrate an event, there is always a reason behind it. So we have K. Suchita from class 9A with us today to enlighten us about the significance of the day. We are eager to learn and reflect the importance of this day. I kindly call upon Suchita to share the insights.
We are the first generation to feel the impact of the climate change and the last generation that can do something about it. Barack Obama. Namaste and Jai Shri Gurudev to one and all present here. I, K. Sujita Parnappan, here I am to talk about the significance of the day. The World Environment Day is a global program aimed at raising awareness and encouraging actions to protect our environment. As we all know, it takes place on the 5th of June every year. The main objective of this program is to raise awareness on environmental related concerns like climate change, deforestation, degradation and loss of biodiversity. Each year there is a specific theme to shed light on a particular environmental concern, be it climate change, air pollution, plastic waste to energy conservation and sustainable consumption. The theme of the World Environment Day 2024 will be land restoration, desertification and drought resilience. The slogan of this event will be our land, our future, we are the generation restoration. The land restoration is an important pillar of the theme and the organizers aim to unite people all over the world to raise awareness and restore our ecosystems. Each year the country hosting the celebrations for the World Environment Day changes, which provides an opportunity to different nations to express their concerns and share their views on the environmental related challenges with the world. This year, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will host the global celebrations for the World Environment Day. As the country is facing immense issues in desertification, drought and degradation of land, they are deeply invested in delivering solutions and raising awareness all around the world. As we all already talked about the theme of the World Environment Day 2024, that is restoring our ecosystems. Our ecosystems, forests, wetlands and oceans are very vital to life. Yet they face enormous pressure from human activities. Restoring our ecosystem is more than planting a sapling or a tree. It is to revive the natural processes and relationships that sustain life. The climate crisis needs urgent action, demands the IPCC report. You might be wondering why I have gotten this topic here. It warns of rising temperatures and loss of biodiversity. Whereas by restoring our ecosystems, we can mitigate the climate change and improve human well-being too. Together, let's celebrate the global successes of recovery and commit to accelerate our efforts. Together, let's build a harmonious future for the nature and human to thrive. Finally, the takeaway of what I've told you is the World Environment Day serves as a powerful reminder of our collective responsibility to protect and preserve our planet for the future generations. Together, let's start our sustainable journey with great enthusiasm. Lastly, I would like to end with a quote. The earth is all that we have in common, by Wendell Berry. Together, let's contribute to build a prosperous and sustainable life. Thank you.
For the most important significance of the day. For this important event, we have a special address that underscores the significance of our efforts towards a more sustainable future. This address will inspire us and renew the commitments to This will renew our commitments to environmental stewardship. In honor of this occasion and as a sign of respect and unity, I kindly request Principal Ma'am to come to the dais to deliver the pledge of World Environment Day.
Dear students, can we all stand? As she told, and I will quote Barack Obama, you are the only generation who is going to bring that change, to keep this earth a healthy place for all the generations to come in. So can we all stand in the position of the pledge, keeping your right hand on your heart? Right hand on your heart. On the occasion of World Environment Day, I pledge to take complete responsibility for my actions that can harm the environment. I pledge to reduce, reuse, refuse, and recycle plastic. I will dispose waste properly by segregating the waste at home, at school, and wherever I go. I will use dustbins and no throw garbage on the roads and public places. I will strive to make sustain use of natural and eco-friendly products so that the earth becomes a greener planet. I will respect all living creatures and will not cause harm to their living spaces. I will conserve water and recycle water and spread the awareness of rainwater harvesting. I promise to spread awareness towards the environment and work for a happier planet. I will raise my voice against pollution of all forms and work for a greener planet. I pledge to do my best for the environment so that our successors will inherit a happy and a green planet. Thank you all.
Today, Avinash sir to share a few inspiring words with us. He is an environmentalist, entrepreneur and a member of the Rotary Club. I kindly request Avinash sir to take over the dais.
I think that would be. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Jai Shri Gurudev. Jai Shri Gurudev, sir. The guys in the back, can you hear me? Yes, all of you? Yes, sir. Brilliant. Let me start with something really important. What's this? What's this? Great. And what's this? Okay. Do you know the source of this? Paper, trees. You get paper from the trees. Do you know how many trees you are losing per year? 10 billion. 10 billion. Hello? Yeah, 10 billion. We are losing 10 billion trees a year. We are losing 10 billion trees a year. Yeah? Is that good or bad? Bad. What's the rate of our afforestation? Do we plant more than we cut? No. So what are we doing to this planet? As per the pledge that we just heard from the Honorable Principal? Yeah. So we're actually, mankind by itself has been responsible for all the climatic events that we are seeing in today's world. Not for the good, but for the bad. So try to avoid this. It's a very simple thing, no technology needed, just common sense. Say no to this, carry this. This weighs hardly 20 or 30 grams. Yeah? Very simple. Next one. What is this? Do you know why I brought it on stage? You should carry your own water bottles. Be it your school, or to any event, especially when you attend a lot of functions, they give you a lot of this. Do you know how many bottles of these are enough to kill a blue whale? Just one. And do you know how many we generate of this every day? It's about 10.5 million bottles a day. This is only for our country. Just imagine the global output. So try and carry your own water bottles. Very simple. Once again, no technology needed. It's just common sense. Okay? I think we'll start with the presentation. This was just an anecdote to start off the presentation to get you guys thinking of it. Okay? Yeah. Can you guys tell me what this is? This is a huge landfill on the outskirts of our country's capital, New Delhi. Can you see the size of the small truck there? Yes. This is actually a mountain of trash. And Bangalore is not far behind. Do you know what's the quantity we produce per day? It's 4,800 tons. 4,800 tons per day, of which 80% is organic, which can be converted into very good manure. Rather than buying fertilizers from abroad, we can use this to grow our crops. So you complete the cycle. Huh? What you took from the soil, you gave back to the soil. Next slide, please. You see the air quality in one of the cities in Rajasthan? Once again, Bangalore is right up there. We are landlocked, so we don't have any sea breeze blowing away the pollution. Most of the pollution stays here. And what is the source of this pollution? It could be your vehicles, it could be your factories, and also the burning of leaves. Have you observed this? And garbage. That's a very common sight in most of our cities. Next slide, please. You see this? This is what we are doing to all the waste. You know, only 4% of the waste that we are generating is recycled. Just 4%. The remaining 96% ends up like this. Or in your huge mountains of trash. Bangalore has 6 landfills. And these landfills are only growing by the second, by the minute, by the hour. Next slide, please. Okay. With this, what do you think India's greatest strength is? I was discussing with Honorable Principal this morning. The population. I heard population, sir. Actually, that's the right answer. It is seen as a burden. Sorry? Oh, that's outside. Sorry. Okay. Population can be seen as a glass half filled with water. It's also half empty. It depends on how you see it. If you see it as a burden, it is a burden. But if you see it as an asset, which is all of us combined here, we can utilize our resources, which is our brains, for the betterment, as Madam Principal rightly pointed out, for the betterment of our society, our country, and our planet. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is about me. Next slide. Next slide. All of you have heard of this topic, climate change, global warming. It's becoming too common, right? Why is it so common? Because it's happening right in front of us as I speak. You know what happened to Bangalore a month ago, 2 months ago? What was the temperature? 40 degrees. I was born and brought up in the city. I could never imagine 40 degrees. Yeah? This city was considered for its pleasant weather. 93% of the city's trees are gone, as per Indian Institute of Science, and I believe it. So climate change, what does it induce? It induces warmer waters, wildlife migration, what I spotted in Antarctica, unprecedented sea ice melt, once again what I spotted in Antarctica, and record temperatures inland. Bangalore is an example, Hyderabad, all your inland cities, even your coastal cities are not spared. Chennai, Bombay, Visakhapatnam, they're all 40 plus. That's because even your ocean waters are getting warmer. Yeah? Where is all the heat that we are generating going? It goes to 2 major sinks. Your oceans and your forests. The forests are reducing. So most of the load is being taken by the oceans. The oceans play a major role in global temperature regulation. And 71% of the planet's surface is oceans, or water. And you know the Indian Ocean, which we are surrounded by, is the world's warmest water body. Because it's taking so much of heat. And it's equivalent to 100,000 Hiroshima Nagasaki bombs. That's the energy that the water is currently storing. And what does that do? Mother Nature always wants to maintain equilibrium. So she gives it out in the form of hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, and whatnot. So who are we to blame here? Ourselves. So the first step in sustainability is hold your hand up and say, I am responsible for this. I need to change myself before I actually can change someone else. Next slide, please. So this is what the Brundtland Report, 1987, under the UN flagship said. You meet the needs of the current generation without compromising on the future generation to meet their basic requirements, which is clean food, clean air, clean water. But unfortunately, at the moment, we are compromising on all the three. And all the three are contaminated. So when all the three are contaminated, life quality comes down. Not only of humans, but all the poor plant and animal species that are part of this beautiful world. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Really? Next slide. So why do we need sustainable development? Basically, survive. And the rate at which we are surviving at the moment, it's not too long before a major catastrophe hits us. It's already hitting us in small pockets, but it will be a global phenomenon. Next slide, please. So this is what I do. A small part of my sustainable journey is governed by biodiesel. Over here. For those, I'm sure you have chemistry in your classes. You know what esters are? So this is an ester, and this is made from any plant or animal oil. We use waste cooking oils that we get from hotels and restaurants. So instead of using diesel fuel, which is a very, very polluting fuel, and remember we import most of this fuel from abroad. So there's a nation aspect, capacity building aspect, as well as an environmental aspect. If you understand the cycle, the plants produce oils by photosynthesis. We extract that oil, it could be sunflower, olive, whatever. You fry food, and whatever oil remains, which is no longer good for human consumption, we collect that oil and we convert it into biodiesel-like fuel or a diesel-like fuel, and then we mix it with normal diesel and we power our car. In fact, I came to your campus in a car which is powered on 30% biodiesel. Yeah? It's not 100% eco, it's 30% eco. But still, a good step in the right direction. Next slide, please. So these are some of the expeditions I've done. I've done across Europe, I've done across South India 2 times, Bangalore, Delhi, Bangalore for a conference. Rather than flying to Delhi, I thought we should prove a point. So I drove in my biodiesel powered car to Delhi, sponsored. And then I did an eco drive-a-thon in 2017, sponsored. Then I went to Antarctica also. And then finally, India and Nepal, which was also on biodiesel. Barring Antarctica, all the other expeditions were by car. Next slide, please. Have you heard of Antarctica?
Yes, sir.
That I've been speaking about it in the last few slides. It's a continent that's 4 times, probably close to 4 times the area of India. To put it into perspective, it's about 13 million square kilometers and holds 95% of the world's fresh water in the form of ice. And this ice is rapidly melting, and since 1998, as per NASA, Antarctica has lost 2 trillion tons of ice. You know how much is a trillion? 1,000 billion. And how much is a billion? 1,000 million. And how much is a million? 10 lakhs. So you can imagine what a number that is. That's the quantum of ice Antarctica has lost because of climate change caused by mankind. And what does this do? This raises your sea levels, submerging all major coastline cities, troubling most of the world's economies. Remember, 70% of the major cities are on the coast. India is powered by a powerhouse called Bombay, and it's on the coast. So we are also in for trouble, as one of your friends rightly pointed out, about the impacts of climate change. So I have a very nice video of Antarctica. Just sit back and relax and enjoy, because all talk will make you guys go to sleep. So I don't want to do that. There's a small video for about 8 minutes. Have a look at it, and then we come back to very important concept of sustainable lifestyle practices. Next slide, please. So this was the expedition. I was one among 24 Indians to go there, sponsored by some companies from around the world. And I got to witness one of the most beautiful places on our beautiful planet. Next slide, please. So this is the video. I would like you to just sit back and relax and enjoy. There's a volume to it. saw in that video is all threatened, right? A lot of penguins are dying not by the tens or the hundreds, by the thousands. It's like asking you to wear a sweater during summers. The penguins don't like heat. And please remember, every vehicular emission, every factory emission, every garbage, piece of garbage that is burned, the carbon dioxide or all the emissions don't stay here. They are gases. And what do gases do? What's the property of gases? They spread. They fuse. So, Mother Nature has this ability to maintain equilibrium. So automatically the gases go towards the poles, the cooler parts of our planet. And for every degree that we rise in temperature at the equator is 4 degrees at the poles. And when we were in Antarctica, the temperature should have been minus 15, but it was only minus 7, which means it is plus 8, right? There's a plus 8 increase in temperature. Why? Because there's almost a plus 2 degrees increase in temperature at the equator. So guys, this is a very, very serious thing that we are all encountered with. And we are all in this together to ensure that we protect that place. Because if all that ice were to melt, we are looking at minimum 150 feet rise in sea level. And that much volume of water, there is no man-made structure that can stop. This is the bottom line. So that's why I'm here to let you guys know that we have a serious crisis on our hands. And God didn't do this. Lions didn't do this. Blue whales didn't do this. It's man who has done this. So since we have done it, we have to rectify it and hand over the planet to our future generations. So this is one of an expedition that I did, which was very well reciprocated by people across the country. So you see the car there, that was in Kathmandu, Nepal. It's parked outside here on campus. Next slide, please. So these are some of the initiatives that I've taken, including Tejasvi Surya. He knows my car pretty well, so I'm happy. Probably he'll support me going forward. Next slide, please. Does this ring a bell to you guys? How often do you see this? Almost every day. Almost at every corner of any non-owned plot of land. Or any empty plot of land belongs to someone, you just throw it there. I think the Honorable Principal rightly pointed out, no throwing garbage here and there. It's easy to do this, but so difficult to clean it. So this is what is killing Antarctica and killing all of us. Next slide, please. How about this? All of us worship this animal, we call it God, and then we allow it to do this. It doesn't even know what it is doing. It is not given that level of senses, but we have been given that. So what we are doing is ethically, morally, environmentally, socially, nationally wrong. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah, so this is the most important component. That's why I'm here. Next slide, please. 1, reduce, give up non-vegetarian food. That's really important. I know easier said than done, but a non-vegetarian needs 1.8 to 2 Earths to live. And we have only 1 Earth. This I'm not saying, the world scientists are saying. Of course, it's easy for me to say because I'm a vegetarian, but still. Switch from vegetarian to vegan, yeah, that's a bit of a challenge, but we need to do one switch at a time. Do not waste food, take only how much you need. This morning I was offered breakfast by the Honorable Principal. I ensured I left nothing on the plate. Because if it was for a poor family, they would have fully eaten it, right? And so much energy would have gone into making that food. Just imagine the farmer grows it, hundreds of kilometers away, he uses so much of energy, he harvests it, again energy, he transports it, again energy, he sends it to your central godown, again energy, from there to your So your supermarkets, again energy. From there you go, you pick it up, you come back home, again energy. You cook it, again energy, and then it comes onto your plate. And then what do? You waste it. So the whole cycle is wasted. So wastage of food is a big no. Especially in a country where 450 million people don't have food to eat. 1 square meal a day. Switch off lights, fans, please do that. Let natural light be the option. Avoid using the lift. I did that today. Principal asked me to come by lift. I said no, I'll take the stairs. It's good for my metabolism also. Shower in 3 minutes or take bath in 8 liters of water. All of us know what the city is going through, right? We don't have water. We depend on a river which is already dried up hundreds of kilometers away. What's the name of the river? There you go. Take your own reusable bag. In fact, all the banners that you saw in that Antarctica video, I converted them into shopping bags. And I distributed them free of cost to all my friends. And it's really strong. They're flexi-band material. They're really strong. I have quite a few left. I can share it with you guys. Try to use the public transport. I'm sure all of you are doing that. You're coming by school buses. Some of you are cycling. Brilliant. Next slide. And use I say that if you want to own an electric vehicle, you should have a rooftop solar. If you have an EV, you should have a PV. Because when you charge using your BESCOM is basically coal power. So once again, it's the same bad emissions. Coal is a very dirty fossil fuel. Next slide, please. Yeah, plant a sapling every month, reduce water wash, switch to wet wiping. Of course, these don't hold good for you. Do not waste drinking water. Say for example, this is my water bottle, yeah? For the day I probably had half a bottle. What do I do with the rest? Do I put it down the drain? Instead, give it to the plants. You're recharging your groundwater. The plant also got its water. And once again, what is this water? This could be either RO or UV or whatnot. Once again, energy has been spent. So try and complete the cycle. Okay? Use glass bottles or thermoflask. Try to avoid plastic bottles to the best possible extent. Brush your teeth, shave with the tap, or keep the taps closed. That's something, I think even Doordarshan, they show all these advertisements of keeping the taps closed, switching off the vehicle at traffic signals. So all very, very important messages. No need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the basic thing. Segregate your waste. Once again, very strong pledge this morning. All of us pledged, right? Segregate your waste. And then, look for companies. There are a lot of companies now which come to your doorstep and collect the waste, provided they are segregated. And they pay you for being eco-friendly. They pay you for being eco-responsible. Next slide, please. Check for faulty, leaky pipes, taps at home. Inform your parents. Appa, water is leaking. Amma, water is leaking. Get it rectified immediately. Stop keeping your electronic devices on standby. That also consumes power. Do not overcharge your mobile, even if 90%, I know most of you don't use, but for those who use, even 90% charge is good enough as 100%. Because you do not know when it became 100%. After some time the battery goes, it swells up, and then you buy a new phone or a new battery. You get what I'm saying, guys? Switch to chemical-free alternatives. Volunteer yourself for environmental activities, that's very important as a citizen of this country. Repair and reuse your clothes. You will not believe the shoes that I'm wearing, they're stitched 3 times. It's stitched 3 times. I could have easily gone to the shop and bought another one. There is enough for my need, but there's not enough for my greed. And I don't want to be greedy. The blazer that I'm wearing is 13 years old. There's no need for me to buy a new one. Switched it twice, it's working fine. Avoid leather-made products. All of you know why. Print only when absolutely necessary. And if you go to Xerox centers, you have these one-sided sheets. So I also teach students as a part-time. I use the one-sided sheets from Xerox centers and pin them as writing pads, and I use them. I don't buy books from the shop. Of course, for you, you have to buy because there is a protocol. But what do you do with those books after that, after your school, after you're finished your grade? You can reuse them. Right? That's a good way of being sustainable. Because we know where books come from. They come from paper. Where does paper come from? Again, trees. Next slide, please. Okay, use higher energy saving devices. Convert kitchen waste to bioenzymes, I do that. Avoid the use of tissue paper. Remember the first talk, what I said, carry your own kerchiefs. You do a sea of good for this planet. Try to repeat your clothes, recycle e-waste and avoid air travel. I'm a culprit in the last one because I've been to 35 countries, but it's inevitable. But I compensate that by tree planting and I ensure that they become trees. Just not plant for the sake of numbers. Yeah? Next slide please. All I spoke so far was non-technical. All of us can do it. Now the technical ones. All of you would have heard of some of these. Solar, wind, biomass, biodiesel, hydrogen, fuel cells, electric vehicles. All of them are available in the market. Next slide please. This is what I do. For me to stand here and talk to you, I should have done something. I have my own solar powered water heater. I have my rooftop solar PV, which is 2.2 kilowatts. I save electricity bill. Most importantly, I'm benefiting the planet. Rainwater harvesting, it rained pretty heavily, my sump is full. I don't have to depend on the Kaveri River. And ma'am was rightly saying that we need to adopt rainwater harvesting. How foolish we are. Rainwater falling on our head, which is the purest form of water, we avoid that and we pump water 100 kilometers away from a river which is already dry and we pump it up because Bangalore is at an elevation, the river is at a valley. So we need to pump it up. Just imagine how much energy we pump it. 150 million liters of water is needed for the city of Bangalore every day. Reusing grey water, I do that and I flush that down the toilet. Water, I brush my teeth, wash my face, shower my hand. I save 8 liters per day. I have a biodiesel power car, I have 2 cars. I have an electric 2-wheeler, I charge that with my rooftop solar. Bicycle, I'm a frequent bicycling enthusiast. I segregate my waste. I've tied up with 3 companies, Sahas, Trash to Cash and EcoCrew. And then I've started Terrace Farm. By the way, I make my own shoe polish from the carbon that's deposited in the car's exhaust pipe. It's rich carbon and your shoe looks really black. Yeah. So you can do that as well. Next slide please. So these are some of the activities I'm part of. I plant a lot of trees. I just don't plant. I also see what happened to them. I'm no magician. If I plant 10 or 4 die, I replant something in its place. So in this way, I see what my carbon footprint is. You have carbon footprint calculators available online. You can see where your carbon footprint is. Where do you see? Next slide, please. How many of you agree with this? I don't mind raising both my hands because I think that's the truth. And did you get any sound? Now you got the sound. So we all have to work together, right? Because we all created this mess together. So it's in our hands to make that change. And I'm sure with the quality of school that you're studying in and the quality of your teachers, by the way, my own son is studying here, so I'm 100% sure that you guys will take the nation forward on the path of sustainable development. And you guys now know what sustainability is. It's no big jargon, fancy words. It's just basic common sense application of the mind. And saying reduce, reuse, recycle, and most important, refuse. The 4th R. Refuse the wrong options when you only have a decent option. Next slide, please. And that's it. Thank you. Stitched it 6 times. Still good. Good enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing us the most inspiring and interesting info with us. As part of our World Environment Day celebrations, we have a special treat for you. Our talented performers are about to present a street play that highlights the issues facing our environment and the actions we can take to make a difference. Let's give our full attention and support to the performers as they bring to light the challenges and solutions for a greener, more sustainable future. Give a huge round of applause for the 6th and 7th grade.
And I will be the narrator for today's skit. Welcome to the most awaited program and thought-provoking skit on the garbage diet. Do you know what a garbage diet is? Have you ever thought of a garbage diet which focuses on food waste? Well, here is our Malhotra family, ready to entertain and enlighten us on the same. Mr. Kanwal Malhotra works as a teacher, a very hard-working person in his job, a supportive husband, and the most lovely father. This is Mrs. Lalamani Malhotra, the most patient mother who works as an engineer. She works hard at her job and to keep her family happy. Let me introduce you to the darling daughter of the family, Manisha, called as Minu, a high school student who is very popular and does well in school. This is the younger son of the family, Chanakya, called as Chinnu, a grade 3 student who is very interested in the environment which he is now studying about in school. This is Dhanvi, Minu's friend. Let me introduce you to a respectable member of the family, Grandmother Bhumitramba. She is 70 years old and has seen many changes. When she was born, there was no TV or radio and almost no one owned a car. We also have Aunt Rohini Attangani from New Jersey, Mrs. Gajagamini and Mrs. Dhatreyi, the neighbors. Chinnu eating dinner at the dinner table.
What did you do in school today, Chinnu? Garbage? Are you kidding? I don't think that's a subject for the dinner table, Chinnu.
Oh, but it is. Mrs. Diswal says that each person makes 3 to 4 pounds of garbage every day. Mama, do you know, for homework, she told us to make a list of things from our garbage.
I don't make 4 pounds of garbage a day.
She also said that teenagers make more than 4 pounds of garbage every day.
I don't believe that. I'll bet you make more garbage than I do.
I bet I don't.
Guys, stop fighting. Why don't you make a contest to see who can make the least amount of garbage in a week?
We could all do it. Could we not? Could we? I could write about it and get extra credit.
Well, okay, but just for a week.
I suggest that instead of a contest, why don't we make it as a family project? Okay, let's separate things from the things that can be thrown out, from the things that can be reduced, reused and recycled.
That will reduce the amount of trash that goes to the landfill, Mom.
Everyone agrees?
Okay.
It's now 6:45 in the morning. Minu and Chinnu are having breakfast.
Now remember Minu. Newspapers in one pile. Then you have to separate cans for deposit and no cans for deposit. Then you have to separate bottles for deposit and no bottles for deposit. Then you have to separate plastic bags and food scraps. Okay? That is how you segregate the trash.
Huh? I can't remember all that. Who cares about garbage anyways?
It's really important, Minu. If we don't do something about it, we're going to have serious problems.
Like what?
For one, it's really going to hurt water.
problem, is it?
Kids, it's getting late. Chinu, your lunch.
But Mom, this is made out of plastic. Plastic is not recyclable.
What should I do?
We could reuse it and use it as a food storage.
Okay.
It is now evening. Grandmother, Aunt Atangani from New Jersey and neighbors have come to visit.
Hi, Aunt Anthony. Hello.
Hi, Aunt. Oh, you got
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Chinu, Stop it! Stop it! Sit down. Do you want some water?
Hi Aunt, how are you? How's your health?
I'm fine.
Ajji, I have always called you Ajji, but what's your name?
Our grandmother's name is Bhumitramba.
What does it mean, Ajji? Bhumi means earth. Mitra means friend. Combined, it means a friend of earth or a friend of nature.
A unique name, Ajji.
Thank you.
I hear you folks are going on farm study.
Yes, but it's so much extra work.
Well, this might surprise you, but when I was a child, we had no garbage at all. No garbage? How come, Grandma? Well, there was just about no plastic at all. And bottles and cans were pretty scarce too.
What about spoiled leftovers and scraps? Who collected that?
Well, no one did. We just put it all into a compost pile. I have got one of those. I just throw the food in the bin in the corner of my backyard. Then later, I put it on my flowers. Sure makes them grow.
I don't want a smelly pile of food rotting in my backyard.
It doesn't smell as long as someone remembers to turn it with a shovel every month, or more often if you have time. But Grandma, that's work. Well, Minu, most worthwhile things do involve work, but the work has to be shared. For example, work away from home all day, so it might be up to the rest of you to help out.
Here in our community, recycling is easy. All you need are just 2 piles. One for things that can be recycled and another for things that cannot be recycled.
But Grandma, what did you do with all the packages after all the food was gone? Well, there were no packages.
You must have starved.
It wasn't as easy to get food as it is now, but we managed. But Grandma, what did you do? Well, just about everyone grew a lot of food in their backyard. Then we cooked that food and stored them in special jars. That's called canning.
Oh, Ajji, I got these canning packages for you.
Thank you, Thavni. Oh, look, this is an example of canning. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Careful.
Also, almost everyone had a canning closet full of food which they hoped would last a long time. Potatoes, carrots, turnips, and sweet potatoes were grown in the basement. No metal cans, no cardboard boxes, no plastic bags.
And no food in February?
Oh, it rarely got that bad. But it's like anything else. There are both advantages and disadvantages to having packages.
But Ajji, weren't there stores when you were young?
Oh, there were stores. But you had to get your own container from home in which you would take food from. Or the store would give you a container which you had to give back later.
It seemed...
Grandma, please come and sit. You can't stand for long.
It seems to me
Please
that you
sit.
people in cities
like that. Our water is underground. When we throw trash on the floor, few particles go down and mix it with the water if not properly managed.
But Mom, that means that we cannot throw anything out at all.
It's not like that, Minu. Go get the radio which you threw this morning.
But Mom, that radio was broken.
Yes, but I'll bet your school has a course in electricity.
Oh yes, why did I think about that? They could have got it repaired. But I don't want the radio anyways.
Yes, Minu, but there are many people who don't have any radio at all. I'll bet they'd be happy to get a fixed up old radio than not have one at all.
How come you're so smart, Grandma?
Minu, she's not smart. She's just old.
Minu, you're not talking to your grandmother.
Why are you scolding him? Look, he's crying now.
Chinu is right. People learn by making mistakes. The older you are, the more mistakes you made, the more you've learned.
That's why we have recycling. It says those errors are sick. We have made mistakes, but now we have learned. Even if we recycle, reduce and repair, we still have some garbage which will need to be incinerated or sent to the landfill.
What have you learned, Kanwal?
I was afraid you were going to ask that, Amma. I have learned that going on a garbage diet isn't easy.
But it's really important, right, Dad?
Right, Chindu?
It is not enough to talk about this. We all have to do something about this. Wouldn't it be great if every family went on a garbage diet just like Malhotra's family?
Yes, we would have the world's smallest garbage dump.
And the cleanest water which Chinu taught us today.
I think someone's at the door.
You can go open the door.
Lindu, it's your friend.
Hi Tanvi, do you want some water? No, I'm fine, thank you. Hi Min. I'm fine, Uncle, thank you. Hi Minnu, wanna go to the mall?
Hi, Ranvi. Sure, but first I have to go through my garbage bag. Chinu, stop!
Your garbage bag?
Yes, I have to look for the old radio that I threw out today morning.
Okay, but some some people think it's weird.
It's not weird. You want clean water, don't you?
Well, sure, I guess.
We just should not talk about it. We all should do something about it. We all should do something about it.
Dear friends and teachers, healthy earth, healthy mankind. The learning we take with us today is to follow the 3 R's. Reuse, recycle and reduce, and also implement the garbage diet which helps us manage the day-to-day waste produced by us. I would like to conclude with a slogan: if you cannot reuse, refuse.
Vriksho Rakshati Rakshita. Vriksha means tree, Rakshati means to protect, and Rakshitaha means protect. Combined, it means if you protect trees or if you protect nature or trees will in turn protect you.
Vriksha Rakshati Rakshita. Happy Environment Day for all.
Desertification and drought resilience. On this occasion of World Environment Day, our school choir is ready with a song dedicated to our environment. Let's welcome them with a warm round of applause as they present a tribute towards Mother Nature.
earth. You have nurtured us. We're here to save you. To save you is just to save us. This is my world, our world. We are the children. We are the green and black earth. This is my world, our world. We are the children. We are the green and black earth. We need the freedom to save our planet. We are the light that shine in our darkness. We are the change. We will begin. For it's our own Mother Earth. This is my world, our world. We are the children. We are the green and black earth. This is my world, our world. This is my world, our world. This is my world, our world.
बाप रे, अब सही में हर जगह हो। और ये तो साइड की बातें हो गई। अब क्या प्लान है वो बताइए।
अब हम भगवान को चुनौती देना चाहते हैं।
देखा देवी और सज्जनों, बात इस हद तक पहुंच चुकी है कि ये प्लास्टिकासुर हमारे भगवान को चुनौती देने जा रहा है। पर इससे भी संगीन कोई बात है, पता है क्या? अरे इस चैनल को लाइक करना, सब्सक्राइब करना और घंटा बजाना नहीं भूलना। नमस्कार दोस्तों, नारायण ब्लॉग के एक और वीडियो में आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज हम देखने वाले हैं एक लाइव न्यूज जो होने वाला है प्लास्टिक असुर और भगवान के बीच। क्या प्लास्टिक असुर भगवान बन पाएंगे? ये तो सिर्फ समय ही बताएगा दोस्तों। तो चलिए स्वागत करते हैं एक और से हमारे धीमी और शांत स्वभाव के भगवान जो स्वर्ग लोक से पधार रहे हैं, और दूसरी ओर से अहंकारी और घमंड से भरा हुआ प्लास्टिक असुर।
हम भी भगवान बनना चाहते हैं।
ये तो समय ही बताएगा। तूफानों ने भी हद कर दी है यार। आजकल इस कचरे में पड़ा हुआ एक प्लास्टिक का थैला भी अपने आप को शक्तिशाली समझने लगा है।
इतना घमंड ठीक नहीं है प्लास्टिक असुर। ये मेरा घमंड नहीं पर मेरा विश्वास है जो तुम्हारे लोगों ने पूरा किया है। जिन्होंने तुम्हें बनाया है वो तुम्हें मिटा भी तो सकते हैं वत्स। ये लोग मुझे मिटाएंगे। देखिए अपनी धरती को। अब मैं तुम्हें चुनौती देता हूँ, उठाओ अपनी तलवार और आओ रणभूमि में। तुम्हें हराने के लिए मुझे ना कोई हथियार की और ना किसी चमत्कार की जरूरत है। जरूरत है तो बस एक सोच बदलने की। वह सोच है से नो टू प्लास्टिक। आज से हम प्रण लेते हैं कि हम कभी भी प्लास्टिक का यूज नहीं करेंगे और हमेशा रीयूज और रिसाइकल करेंगे।
दोस्तों, बेशक यह एक काल्पनिक कहानी है, लेकिन हमारे वास्तविक जीवन में प्लास्टिक एक सचमुच का दानव बन चुका है। पानी में मिल जाए तो और हवा में मिल जाए तो आज मैं आप सभी को एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, friends.
Now that we're near the conclusion of our event, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who made today possible. To deliver the word of thanks, I'm pleased to invite Chikaleka ma'am to the dais.
Jai Shri Gurudev. Namaste everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all who have contributed in making our Environment Day celebration and grand success. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. Malini M. Datta, for her unwavering support and encouragement. Your vision and leadership have always guided us to think and act towards a greener and more sustainable future. I extend my deepest appreciation to our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Avinash Narayan Swami, for gracing us with his presence and sharing valuable insights on environmental conservation. Your inspiring words have certainly left a lasting impact on all of us. I would like to thank Music Department for melodious prayer. I would also like to thank Ms. Savita Suvarna, our dedicated Vice Principal, for her support and guidance. Our Social Science Department has always been enthusiastic for promoting environmental awareness through various activities. Thank you, Ms. Malini Sengupta and team. Your actions were truly inspiring, ma'am. A special thanks to Mr. Manju for light and sound and supporting staff for venue arrangement. Thank you, IT Department, for your technical support. A big thank you to Ms. Anupama, HOD of Science, for organizing this wonderful event. Thank you all, my colleagues, for your hard work and dedication to make this event a grand success. Last but not the least, I want to thank all dear students who participated in various events
and Class 9 students for your patient listening. As we conclude today's celebration, let us carry forward the message of environmental conservation in our daily life. Thank you all once again for making this event a memorable one. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chitralekha ma'am. As we come to an end of this program, let's take a moment to celebrate our collective efforts in protecting the environment. Every small step counts towards a greener future. In closing, I urge you to stay motivated and engaged in environmental conservation efforts.
Together, we can make a difference. The earth don't belong to us, we belong to the earth. And therefore, it's our duty and responsibility to protect and nurture the nature. With this quote, we would like to conclude today's program. Happy Environment Day. As we conclude, to honor our nation, I kindly request all of you to rise for the national anthem.